everyone, welcome back to Toyo's channel. I'm really excited to open this full box of Demon Slayer Average Motion Part 2 because it's got all the characters that I want. Some of them are from the Mugen Train film. So essentially, as you can see, we're this dude over here, and also there is Rengoku, Shinobu, and Tanjiro, as well as Nezuko. So it's pretty cool, it's a nice box. And it's one of those rare occasions where I essentially want every single one of them in the series, so this set is a must for me at least. As some of you would have seen in one of my previous videos, I had the Nezuko Average Motion figure from series 1 where she's just sitting down, so you can check that out as well. The thumbnail was pretty shit because I didn't know how to do pretty beautiful thumbnails back then, so I'm glad things are working out for the better. Still can be improved. Before we get started, as always, please kindly like the like button as well as subscribe to my channel for more goodness and greatness, because I've got tons and tons and tons of content in regards to Demon Slayer, Hot Toys, vlogs, Marvel stuff, and things that I like, so you have a good time on this channel. So without further ado, let's open this up. I love the box because it depicts all the characters that I like, and also what they've done with the background with the green and also the beige color, and also with a sprinkle of these diamond square shapes just to add the extra flavor there, so it's pretty nice. From the top you get the different colors of the different characters, so of course Tanjiro will be green, that's called pink, Shinobu purple, Rengoku orange, and also the bad guy burgundy, which resembles their colors anyways. So on the side you get Nezuko here, on the back you get a glimpse of all the different characters, again similar to the front of the box. So yeah, it's pretty exciting to be opening this box up. On the other side, Kimetsu no Yaiba Average Motion 2, and this is a set, so of course we'll get all the figures. So without further ado, let's open this up. And voila, we've got the entire set here, as you can see. I love how they've used the different colors for the characters. It just makes the box stand out even more. So let's take them out. They've done a really nice job in terms of the box design again, although it's recycled from the Average Motion Series 1, because with the Nezuko one it's essentially the same, just different figure. But all in all, I really like it. Simplistic with the white and also the gold circle surrounding the different characters as well as their respective colors. So that's pretty cool, and let me get opening. Essentially, I don't want to damage the box, so usually when I open it from the bottom so I can keep the characters nice and intact at the top. So the bottom is just a pile of numbers, so yeah, essentially I don't really care about that. It doesn't come with a piece of gum or any trash like that. So as I've opened the previous Average Motion Nezuko figure, I've said that the quality is pretty good given the price point as well. And for this Tanjiro figure, it seems okay as well. Let's have a look. One thing that I've realized already is that the paint job on the kind of sleeve area on the edge is broken up, so not ideal, especially with the front side. But I mean, on the whole, it looks decent for a figure of this size. But yeah, there are some paints that go over the edges, as you can see already with the black paint. but nothing too major, I'd say. It's just the front part that I really dislike. Let's put the swords on him. On the whole, the figure looks great. The face is really well done, especially with the plastic that they've used. It's not too shiny, it's a little bit matte, and also the eyes are nicely done. And also it's just to do with the paint job that I dislike, but on the whole, the motion of the figure, the posture of Tanjiro kind of running and getting his sword out is pretty cool, and I like this figure. And also with the motion that he's kind of doing this running posture, his earrings are moving as well as the hair are moving towards the front, so it really gives that extra oomph to that motion. So I really like it. Yeah, it's a nice figure. The slippers are pretty well done, especially with the red linings. As you can see, it hasn't really gone overboard too much. This one is an upside down Nezuko, and yeah, she seems pretty pissed, as we've seen that she's being hung by Louis on the Spider Mountain. So essentially that's when she saves her bro with the Kenpatsu move, like. So let's open this up. Nice, the paint job is good so far. I can already see the torso part. Yeah, okay, let's open her up. Okay, let's go through the figure first. The sculpt is pretty good. I am really happy that they've even done the veins right without being too much. It's just enough, as you can kind of see here in the sculpt. And also it's the same color as the skin tone, so that's cool. And also with the eyes, I really like this kind of eyes with Nezuko. It's her demonized eyes, and she's using this move, so that's cool. Although I prefer them to add some special effect pieces, but anyway, that would increase the cost. It just complicates the figure as a whole. But nonetheless, let's carry on. So with the torso part, with the robe and everything, the color in general seems good, and you can kind of see some whites overboard, but not too much. On the whole, it looks good. With the slippers, generally okay as well. I'm just really surprised that with such a small figure, how they have managed to do such a good job with the kind of these pink areas on the slippers, same as with Tanjiro's. Just a bit of black overboard, but I'm okay with that. And with the back, nothing too special here. Some paint smudges here. And also with the hair, the motion is nice because essentially this figure stands upside down. So with the hair, the red is nice as well. There's no smudges. It clearly defines the two different areas between the red and the black. And same with the other side as well. So that's good. And also with the tiny bow, the pink bow, it looks okay. So yeah, nice figure as a whole. Also, one last thing is that the bamboo is colored right, and the color essentially doesn't eat into the skin area, so that's neat, because with some figures, as you know, they tend to pop these kind of separate pieces on and then do another second layer of paint or something, but this one doesn't do it like that. So yeah, I like this figure. Let's pop her on the stand. So once all these are here, you pop her into these three holes at the bottom. Again, this piece stands on its own well, and the support works okay as well, so nothing to complain here. I like it. Yeah, it's a great figure. We've got Shinobu next, and let's open her up. So let's have a look at the Shinobu figure. Smudges here at the bottom, but nothing too major or damaging. And the face looks good. The hair looks great and the outfit looks great, and even the different gradients of the colors with the pink, the teal and the white is nicely done on such a small figure. And also the sword looks good as well. On the back, this is where I'm really shocked and surprised because there isn't that much smudges. The paint job on the whole looks good. The scalp is nice as well. As you can see, kind of the linings for the butterfly effect. The cracks, what I'll call, but they're not really cracks. Just how it was sculpted, so that looks good as a whole. And yeah, let's put her sword in with her whole body. Or her hand rather. The sword is a bit flimsy as you can kind of see, so don't bend it too much, don't play around with it too much, otherwise it can break. Pop the support stand on her butt as well. And voila! So here we have the very classic scene of Shinobu arriving at the scene trying to save Zenitsu, if I remember right. So yeah, I like the motion of this figure as a whole, as well as the scalp. The paint job looks absolutely fantastic, and yeah, great figure again. Right, we're down to our last two, and let's open Rengoku-san up here. Let me get the focus right. Okay, so let's pop this bad boy open. Number 4. Okay, in general, it looks pretty awesome already. Okay, let's go through the Rengoku figure. The face looks good, although there is a shit pile of red paint here. I don't know how they can always mess this up, because I guess it's the color contrast, especially with yellow. It's prone to dirt or other colors being smudged onto it, but nonetheless, it is what it is. And in terms of the facial expression, I'm kind of not sure why they've done it as kind of a very pointy arrow mouth here. But on the whole, it looks okay, just that pile of shitty red smudge that I don't like. And in regards to the uniform, looks pretty accurate. Buttons, belt looks okay as well. Sword sheath looks okay. And the boots are where it shines in terms of the detailed quality. And I'm just blown away at how they haven't managed to mess this bit up. Would be nice if they've done the same with the hair. But nonetheless, let's move on with the sword sheath. It's got the different layers of color with the kind of more grayish hair on the side and middle and the left, as well as complementing with the white, so it looks great. And on the back, hair looks good, just add some paint off the mark. But in terms of the back of the cape, they have used a gradient of the different spraying technique before applying with the final red paint, so that looks cool as well. It gives that cape the extra oomph in terms of the coloring, and it looks pretty good. So yeah, pretty shitty for the head, but nonetheless, I think it looks okay as a whole. Let's put the sword on him. Okay, so the sword, it looks good in terms of getting all the flamey details here on both sides, and yeah, they've done quite a nice job with that as well. Looks pretty nice apart from that shitty smudge at the top, but nonetheless, it is what it is. The motion is nice, the figure is nice, the scalp is nice. Again, not a lot of further complaints that I have in regards to the figure. Well, maybe there's kind of point on the paint job, but nonetheless, they've done their best on such a small figure. So yeah, great job. And last one, bad guy that kind of pops up at the end of the movie. Okay, the linings effects are great, and I'm just surprised at how they can do such a quality figure on such a small scale. Okay, so let's go through the figure. It looks pretty good. Even the eyes, they've got the kanji characters there, so he's the kind of upper level, the upper management of Michael Jackson's gang. And also what I love about this figure are the lines, the details. So as you can see, the navy lines are pretty well done. They're distinct, they're not sticking together, the paint job is good. And yeah, I'm just really surprised at how they can fit such quality finishing for a figure of around, here you can see around 2 inches. Anyway, 2 inches with such a detailed figure is pretty stunning. Also moving to the bottom, the trousers, not a lot going on here, but again with the smallest details with the toes being painted in navy, as well as there is beads bracelet of hairs on the ankle, looks good, no smudging, no overboard of paint, and even on the back as well. And on the back, it looks in general pretty good as well, although there isn't as much going on as with the front. And the posture is pretty simple with the character, and that's what we see in the movie. Pop him on the stand. Looks the same, I guess, but I mean, just need to do it anyways, right? So here we go. On the stand, it looks a bit better, and yeah, I really love this figure as well. Okay guys, so what do you think of this set of figures? For me, it's a must get despite some of the minor flaws that they've got on the figures, especially with the paint job. The sculpts are good in general, the paint jobs are pretty well done on such a small scale figure. Especially with some of the smaller detailed parts, they've really done a good job on the paint job, and I really didn't have too much to complain there. Other than some of the minor smudges here or there, it doesn't really affect the figures too much in terms of viewing or displaying them. In terms of the quality, because they're relatively cheap in terms of how they've priced these figures, I won't complain too much here, and I'm sure you guys will have a fantastic time with these figures. And so it's a definite must get for you guys who like the film out there, or just like the characters as a whole. Thanks ever so much for tuning in again to my channel, and as always, please kindly like the like button as well as subscribe to my channel for more Kimetsu no Yaiba, i.e. Demon Slayer stuff. I've got tons of stuff that I've opened, got tons of Demon Slayer videos on my channel, so please check those out. And I also do vlogs as well as Marvel stuff and hot toys and whatnot. So I'll see you guys next time, stay safe and see ya!